Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing, what is Agile Release Train, how is it performed and, why is it needed? So, let's get straight into it. If you're not clear on the concept of Agile methodology, please refer to our video on Agile user story so that you can understand what Agile is before getting into this video. Link can be found in the description below. Let's briefly go over what is Scaled Agile Framework, also known as SAFe. Before we dive into Agile Release Train. Scaled Agile Framework or SAFe, is a freely available online knowledge base that allows you to apply lean Agile practices at the enterprise level. It provides a simple and lightweight experience for software development. It is a set of organizations and workflow patterns intended to guide enterprises for scaling lean and Agile practices. It is divided into 3 segments, which are team, program and portfolio. SAFe framework benefits the team with implementing lean Agile software and systems in enterprise level. It's based on lean and Agile principles. It gives detailed guidance for work at the enterprise portfolio, value stream, program, and team. And it's designed to meet the needs of all stakeholders within an organization. Now, we'll get into our main topic, Agile Release Train, also known as ART. The concept of Agile Release Train is central to understanding the constructs of SAFe and to implement them. So, what is an ART? It is the primary value delivery construct in SAFe. The Agile Release Train is a long-lived, self-organizing team of Agile teams, a virtual organization, consisting of 5 to 12 teams that plans, commits, and executes together. ARTs are organized around the enterprise's significant value streams and live solely to realize the promise of that value by building solutions that deliver benefit to the end user. In simple terms, it's basically a team responsible for the regular release of features and business benefits. All the teams of an ART are bound by a common vision, program backlog, and a roadmap. An Agile Release Train typically consists of 50 to 125 people. Here's an overlook on how the process of ART takes place. Let's quickly go over program increments role in ART. Program increments, also known as PI, provides a development time box, with a default of 10 weeks. It uses cadence and synchronization to facilitate planning, limiting VIP, provide for aggregation of value and assure consistent retrospectives. In other words, PI time boxes are the duration over which the ART team must deliver a piece of work. Each train has dedicated people and resources necessary to continuously define, build and test capabilities in every iteration. Here's an example of PI process for your reference. Now, let's learn about the principles that govern the Agile Release Train. The Agile Release Train provides alignment and helps manage risk by providing program-level cadence and synchronization. It is based on agreement and adoption of a set of common operating principles and rules which are followed by all teams who are part of the train. The rules are agreed and shared with the entire ART over a 2-day PI planning event. Let's break it down. Frequent, periodic planning and release. The ART must ensure a regular value delivery model is followed and adhered to. The system demo typically should happen every 10 weeks. Teams apply common iteration lengths. Within API there are 5 sprints of 2 weeks each and each team adheres to the iteration length. Clearly defined, objective milestones are established. The milestones for each 10-week cycle are decided over the 2-day PI planning event by the entire ART. Continuous system integration is implemented at the top, system level, as well as at the feature and component level. The work accomplished by multiple teams over the sprint must be integrated to keep the software in a releasable state. Release increments are available at regular, typically 60 to 120 days, intervals for customer preview, internal review, and system-level QA. This is a high-level system demo, also called the PI demo, event that showcases the ART team's achievement over the entire PI timeline of 10 weeks, and senior stakeholders attend this event. Let's now look at an ideal Agile Release Train engineer whose responsibility is to be the chief Scrum Master of the train. To make it easy to understand, we'll follow the acronym SPICE. The S stands for support. The art engineer must continuously support, guide and mentor the Agile teams, to help them grow as a team and continue delivering value. Next is prepare. Planning and coordinating program events takes a good amount of time. In order to run a successful PI event, a lot of preparation needs to be done up front to ensure the event is not chaotic. A common misconception is that having 150 people in one room must be chaotic, but not if the art engineer is prepared. Moving on to impediments, when several Agile teams are working together to build complex solutions, there will always be challenges. The role of the engineer is to help teams unblock any issues they're facing, for example, lack of resources, dependencies, etc. C is for communicator. The art engineer must be able to communicate with the teams and CD management, while remembering to be tact and sensitive. Lastly, engineering. A great art engineer won't just focus on the safe ceremonies but also look at the engineering practices, for example, making sure code reviews are being done, peer programming, ensuring automating the test cases, using TDD and BDD practices and so on. Here's a list of milestones adhered to art. They are tracked regularly. PI planned start date derived from the PI, PI planned end date derived from the PI, sprint planned start date derived from the sprints inside API, sprint planned end date derived from the sprints inside API, PI or sprint planning dates, entered at the PI or sprint level derived at the art level, PI system demo defined during the PI planning meeting. Now that we understand how art works, we'll cover how it is performed. The image depicts a sales value stream that comprises of 5 arts. Out of these, an elaboration of Art 1 is presented. Art 1 delivers releases over multiple PI time boxes. Each of the PI time boxes comprises of multiple sprints. In other words, PI time box is to a sprint what an art is to an Agile team. Also, the backlog of the PI comprise of the features that need to be delivered in the time box by the art. The PI level features are broken into user stories that form the sprint level backlog of various teams. Each of the PI are also accompanied with a list of identified risks that were uncovered by the art team during PI planning meeting. That tells us everything we need to know about art on a base level. Today, we covered what is Scaled Agile Framework. What is Agile Release Train? What program increment does for art? Agile Release Train Principles and Rules. What Agile Release Train engineer and their responsibilities, how milestones are tracked in art, and how is Agile Release Train performed. I hope this gave you enough knowledge for your future art endeavors. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave us a like, share with people who may benefit from it, as well as comment below what other topics you'd like us to cover, and please do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications on our latest videos. We offer it training, staffing and services. Contact us at 847-350-9034 to receive a free career consulting session. Take care.